Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Namaste Extra. This is me Piyush, and today we are going to learn about cybersecurity. So, in our today's interconnected world, cybersecurity has become a very essential topic. Like when you browse on the internet, when you play games online, so the digital technologies are evolving day by day. So our reliance on internet, like all the works like which were done hand works are now done by internet, whether it's banking, gaming. Like people used to go to cyber cafes to do that, but now there are mobiles. Technology has become advanced. People are playing games from their home. In communication too, long distance calls are made very easily. We can make video calls, and even I can teach you very easily. Earlier times there were coaching classes to do this thing, and commerce has become easier. People have first of all people have to buy offline stores to buy a mobile or a keyboard, anything. But now we have Amazon, Flipkart, Walmart. Like, sorry, Walmart is not online, so let's keep that side. Okay, so entertainment is also happening here. We are listening to musics. We are not listening to the old fashioned CDs, therefore that's that. But are we secure everywhere? No, we aren't secure at our homes. Then how are we secure at our internet also? We have to protect our digital assets, right? So that's why we come across cybersecurity. We have to protect our digital assets. So what are digital assets? We can say these digital assets are the things which what do we say, like bank accounts, checkbooks are sensitive data and personal information that should not be leaked anywhere. So to protect this, cybersecurity has become more critical to understand this. Now there are lots of malware attacks, we will learn about it. Phishing attacks, data breach are happening. What is a data breach? Certain leaking of data, uh, data leaks, like a lot of data has been. Recently, a news came, a boy hacked Rockstar and a lot of data, like Rockstar had a lot of loss. Okay, Rockstar is a game making company. So it leaked GTA 6 leaks. So that's a data breaches. Okay, so this causes risk to organizations, certain businesses. Other business companies can get the ideas from its opposition business and they can just grow further. They can grow it. They can grow their business. Some people say that some people copy the phone from others. Okay, I'm not telling the name, but it's happening. Some data breach may happen, and the thing that is designed by particular X company is already copied by Z company, or they just first of all, like they can just collaborate. But what happened in data breach, suppose this is a company name X. Okay, this is a company name X and this is company name Y, and X decide to make a flip phone. Suppose if they decide to make a flip phone, so but X wanted to make a flip phone first, but due to certain data breach, the Z company made the flip phone already. This is a data breach symptom. That's why. So what is the effect of this thing? We can get a financial loss, reputational damage. That, like reputational damage, how like this company can't protect its data, how will it protect our data? Okay, and many legal implications are can also be. So in this whole presentation we will understand all the fundamental concepts of cyber security, and we can also provide practical tips for it and the best practice for protection against common cyber threats. Like a lot of cyber threats in our society going from the world. We can learn in this PPT. We are going to learn about from malwares to the sign of a phishing attack and implementing some security measures that what do we say, that will help you to equip our knowledge. Okay, so let's go to the next slide. Okay, so introduction to cybersecurity. So basically, what is cybersecurity? Cybersecurity refers to the practice of protecting computer systems from networks, from programs, and from data, and from many digital attacks. This is a computer system I'm working on, and suppose it goes a virus attack from an unauthorized access. There are two type of access. There is authorized access and unauthorized access. Authorized access is that like access, like let's take an example. If you want to go a movie theater and we have to give a check for our ticket, but what if happen if a person decides to go to the movie hall without a ticket? That's unauthorized access. Authorized access means the company has given access to go to inside this company and just take a round of it. but unauthorized is like terrorists passing through that company. Okay, so what effect is does? Okay, so cybersecurity helps us to confidentially availability of data. Okay, why is cyber security is important? Because there are a lot of data available on internet. But what if someone uses the data for a wrong purpose? Somebody is learning hacking for a good purpose, but somebody is learning hacking for a bad purpose. Okay, so these bad hackers pose the attack for our cyber security. Okay, so we have to safeguard our information. We have to safeguard our confidentiality and our data. On the internet, we have a lot of Gmail accounts, we have Google Drive, we have our OneDrive. Our data is just freely kept in the cloud devices. Our important data are even there. So that is how cybersecurity should help us. Cybersecurity helps us in just protecting our data, but we all people have also to take steps, safety measures to not get financial losses on us. Okay, so let's go to the next slide. What is online safety? Okay, so we all work online, we all work online for many purposes. I told you in the introduction part, we work for e-commerce, we work for music entertainment, we work for gaming, we work for office works, and many online safety devices have been happened here. But how to be safe online? How can we be safe online? So there are a lot of tips given by experts. So let's do one by one. First of all, strong password. Very common thing. Strong passwords. Okay. So what is a strong password? A strong password is a combination of letters, numbers, and special characters, and not a guessable information like a birthdays or pet information. Like some people do pets also. So, like, how we can make an important password, like combination of letters, we can use 1 0 to 9, or we can use even numbers. We can use letters like A, B, C, D, A to Z, capital A, capital, like small and big are also making a difference in passwords making. And you must include special characters in your passwords like plus, minus, and many things, at the rate, percent, many more things. Like suppose if I want to make a password of Piyush 6666, that's easily guessable. He can make a guesswork like Piyush 3214 1234 Piyush. Okay, but now if I use a password name Piyush at the rate 66% and then the other thing letter, like it's not easily guessable. And now even Google are providing us combination of passwords. Okay, so like when we type a password in, like when we create an account, when we register to any website, it asks for suggested password. Suggested password is just a random mixture like ZYLX and percent is random mixture, and most of the people use it for temporary purposes. Okay, next is two-factor authentication, 2FA. I recently used this. I got to know the two-factor authentication, 2FA, recently when I was like creating this code Namaste extra account. So I just came to learn about two-factor verification, and there is also a device like also option for mobile number verification also. So what does it do? Like when we enter a mobile number for that particular channel or any particular website, it just sends an OTP to that. Like what is the OTP? It's known as a one-time password. Now what is a one-time password? Yeah, so it just send the OTP to your mobile number that you had just given to that particular website. And in my case is YouTube. That's a temporary password. It's just a mixture of 4 to 6 codes, 4 to 6 digits, more precisely. Just wait. Yeah. So it's just a disposable password. It's one time only. When we just enter it, it just got vanished. It just keep changing from person to person, from website to website. The website server just makes a random digits code, and if this digit code is entered correctly, we can just register to that particular website. So this is a two-factor authentication. safe browsing habits. Okay, so when we go to many websites, some people use ad blockers too, just to not to by mistakenly click on many ads. Many ads are circulating on many websites, and when we by mistakenly when we click on that, our data just gets vanished. Our data goes to that particular website. That's a fraud website. We don't know, but yeah, our data goes there, and we should always avoid suspicious websites. Suspicious email should not be clicked. Like, email clicking also causes many what do we say, threats to online safety. Fourth, updating software regularly. Keep your operating system and antivirus software up to date. Okay, so there are a lot of operating system: Windows, Linux, Mac, okay, iOS, Android also, and every of OS has a layer of protection. So to make a layer of protection up to date, we must use trusted operating system, not trusted operating system, trusted antivirus softwares, and we should update our antivirus application time to time, because there are lots of new features added. Okay, there are a lot of something I recommend is that Avast, or we can use. And our computers, like if you are using a Windows computer, you have a firewall already, Microsoft Defender, we know it as. Okay, and on iOS I don't know, Mac I don't know, like Linux, they're out of my area, out of my reach, I don't know about them. Okay, so you can just search on the internet, you can just find out of it about it. So let's move to the next slide. Okay, so moving on to common cyber threats. There are malware, there are phishing attacks, there are social engineering and data breaches. Suppose what is a malware? So what is a malware? It includes viruses, it includes ransomware and spyware. Suppose think of a malware like it's a digital bug that it sneaks into your phone, computer and mess up things by deleting data. Suppose a unknown boy enters my room and do mess up in my room. It destroys my book, destroy my bed sheet, everything. So that's it's a malware boy. Just kidding, that's a malware boy. And it steals our personal information. What is a personal information is that passwords, bank details. Just wait, my camera. Yeah, and our credit card details, many things. It's like having a sneaky hacker trying to break into your digital world and cause the chaos. Moving on to phishing attack. So phishing attack is not like catching a fish from a river. It includes online trickery where someone pretends to be a company or a friend and a teacher. They send fake emails and try to get your personal information. Suppose I have a girl named Rashmika and she got a call from her friend Priyanshi. But Priyanshi is not that an ordinary girl. She is a fraud girl. She is a very bad girl. She is not a real friend. She is just a hacker who trying to trick her. Okay, so she pretends like she's original Priyanshi, but in the other scenario, she's a fake Priyanshi. Like, she's not a fake Priyanshi. She's fake. She's a fake person. That's like pretending. She says that like I need urgently 1 lakh rupees or 20,000 rupees, like a random amount, and they send the fake emails, a fake ID, fake link that please send me immediately in this account. Please send this. But when we click on that particular link, Priyanshi will get, like, that girl will get all information. She will hack. That's a cyber criminal. She's a very bad person. We have to be aware from that kind of persons. We have to stop clicking us from unknown links, from unwanted emails, and many more things. Okay, now moving on to social engineering. Social engineering means it's all about manipulation. Okay, what is manipulation? To make someone against. Okay, so this time it's like someone who tries to be a really friendly or persuasive to trick someone in doing something that you would not normally do. For example, they might pretend to be a friend authority to convince you to share confidential information. That's just like having a bad friend. Like if you are a good person and you get a bad friend like Priyanshi, she will make you bad. But this case, Priyanshi is not good. She is a good girl, but a friend, an unknown friend came to her and becomes her really best friend. She gains her trust, and one day she asked, like, "Can you just share my bank details with me? I will just do nothing." Okay, and just she shares it. That's a risky figure. Priyanshi will get hacked. Priyanshi can get bankrupt and many more things. Data breach. What is a data breach? I already told you, leaking of data. I will not just continue this Priyanshi thing. Just unknown girl. She's unknown girl. She's a very bad girl. Okay. So what is a data breach? Matching that your online account are likely logged on state. Okay. Suppose in a bank, your money is kept in a digital locker. Not a digital locker. In a physical locker, suppose. Okay. But one day, someone manages to break into the safes and steal all these things like password, like email, credit card numbers. These causes many security vulnerabilities in websites or apps, and this can be done by hackers. Okay, so I think it's clearly understood by you all. Okay, so what is a malware? Malware is something which short form is a malicious software. It refers to something a software designed to cause damage. Suppose, like you are on a computer, your computer is like a home, and your all digital stuffs are being protected by the computer. Your photos, your message, your games, and more things are there. But some villain came there and who wants to break your computer and cause chaos. And there's a malware. Malware is like a toolbox for digital villains. It is any software that you sneak into your house and cause a havoc there, chaos there. It's like there are a lot of category in malware like viruses, ransomware, spyware, and many more things. It can cause damage to a server, a full server, a network, and a computer too. Now, what are the types of a malware? Types of a malware are viruses, ransomware, spyware, and one more additional we are doing is trojans. Okay, so this thing is additional, or I might have done in the next slide. If not, then we are just learning something else. What is viruses? Virus is a malicious programs that replicate themselves. In bio, we have also learned about virus that they replicate when we go into our body. Some example like they related to each other. But this type of virus goes to a computer system. They are the bad guys of the digital world. They sneak into our computers, messing up things, and they can delete our important files and make a computer activate. Suppose randomly shut down, overheating, and unknown apps download. Okay, now moving on to ransomware. So what is a ransomware? It's a malware that encrypts a file on a victim system and demands payment to unlock it. Okay, that encrypts our files. Okay, that encrypts our files and making it unusable until you pay up. Suppose there's a villain and who suppose there is a virus that enters your computer and asks money. Like if you will pay this thing in money, especially crypto. Okay, crypto is Bitcoin type currency, Ethereum, that is not easy to trace. Okay, so when we just pay them this particular amount, they will just unlock a computer. They can cause financial losses and operational disruption. Moving on to spyware, they are software which are designed to secretly gather information about users activity. They just secretly collect our, like, it's just a spy camera that secretly collects a personal information, passwords, message, browsing history, and many more things. Now, Trojans. What are Trojans? Trojans are like digital Trojan horses that pretends to be something harmless, like a fun game or a helper wheel. But once you let them in, they start causing troubles. They might steal our passwords, mess with our files, and can even give control of our devices to a hacker or bad guy. Okay. So Trojans are also very dangerous. Okay, so moving on to example and effects of malware attack. So there are lots of common malware attacks in our history. First is WannaCry ransomware. So this was of ransomware was active in 2017. That's a hundreds of computers were hacked by it, and all the encrypted files were de-encrypted, and people were asked for payments. They run some payments. Is Stunsect virus? is a sophisticated malware designed to target and disrupt industrial systems for sabotaging Iran nuclear program. So I think this might be a good one. I'm not particularly sure about it. The next thing is the Geos Trojan. This is a banking trojans for stealing online banking data, credential and financial information from infected computers. And for the second one, I guess this was usually for sabotaging Iran nuclear mission so that they can't make nuclear attacks, etc. and many more things to stop the nuclear attacks. They just sabotage. Sabotage means to stop the control of that area, like all the CCTV will stop and nobody can take a picture of that area, like not a picture of that area, we can not spy on that area. Okay, moving on to our next slide, slide number 8. Okay, so let's do it. Phishing attack. Phishing attack is like a I have just created phishing attack for a most common because it's widely happening in our areas, in our country, in our local. Okay, so lot of cases I have already seen. So phishing is a type of a cyber attack where attackers aim to deceive like particular individuals. They just bang into particular individuals and asking for providing sensitive information such as login credentials, financial details, and personal information. Okay, suppose you go to a cyber cafe and log on there to a Gmail ID and by mistakenly forgot to log on it. What will happen? As some other person can access to a Gmail ID and can ask for OTPs from there, can send scam emails, and many more things can happen. That's a phishing attack. So phishing attacks also include emails from a bank, from a particular organization. Like we are saying, people say that we are not safe anywhere. We are being already spied 24 into 7. We are spied when we make calls about particular. Suppose if I make a call to my friend Raju and he just talking about shoes, Raju will get ads advertisement related to shoes only. Okay, so what advertisement of shoes? Sensitive informations, financial details even, and where were we? Yeah, I just paused the video from there. Okay, so he will get advertisement related to shoes only, related to the item that he talked about. So suppose if a scammer comes to know that this boy, this particular man, X-man, has interview related to like any company, he can get access. He can just give a fraud email from that company that you're hired, and when we click on that link, suppose if we give a link, then we are hacked. Our all data, financial details, and life savings are just in the hands of that particular hacker. Okay. How was phishing works? Okay. So phishing works in many common cases like deceptive communication, social engineering, and request for information. So what is a deceptive communication? Attackers send fraudulent emails, text message, and instant message that appears from a legitimate source such as bank, government agency, and reputable company. Imagine that you are playing a game where someone pretends to be a friend, but he is an imposter. In this digital world, attackers do something similar. They send fake emails, text message, and instant message. They are like, they feel like they look like from a trusted source like your bank or a popular website, but they really are not. They are just tricking you to believing that they are someone that they are not. What is social engineering tactics? Phishing messages often use psychological manipulation that to evoke urgency, secure asset. Suppose it's like a magician trick. The tracker tries to use the tricks to make you believe something that isn't is true. For example, they might you send a message like trying to like your account is in danger and you need to act fast to fix it. Suppose that your credit card is being expired and you just to renew it, you have to click on this link and fill your necessary details, your mobile number, your bank details, etc., and your particular address too. So they are trying to make you feel scared. There is like a sense of emergency in this thing. Like we don't think about any other thing. We have to just renew our credit card, renew it any cost. Third is request for information. Okay, this one is good. Phishing in emails typically contain a call to action such as click on a malicious link. Imagine like someone is asking you for a secret code to unlock your phone, but they are not really your friend. So they phishing must do something similar. They ask you to click on a link that takes to your fake website or download something that contains sneaky virus. Suppose if I need a pirated game, don't do this. No pirated games. Only buy games if you need it. So pirated games, and we click on an unknown link. And actually, our personal information is going to there. We just click. We are not even realizing that their personal information is going there. We just read games. We just go pirated games, and boom, we play games. Simple logic. So always remember, just like you can't give your house key to a stranger, don't give out your personal information online unless you are sure it's safe. Always double check who you are talking to and never click on suspicious links. Download anything from sources that don't trust. Now moving on to our last slide, that is best practice for cybersecurity. So first is keeping our software updated. So we have to regularly update our operating system, application and software to patch security vulnerabilities and protect against our exploits. Because updates, our security gets enhanced. Because after update, what happens, like updates are basically created to make more advanced knowledge is there. Okay, so we should always regularly update. Most people just ignore our updates, like I am doing right now. Update is coming on our system and I'm not updating it. So as soon as this video ends, I'll just update it. Moving on, to use strong and unique passwords, always create complex passwords and make sure that you use different passwords for every website, not guessable like your birthday or a pet name, and each unique password for each account. Be cautious of suspicious emails and links. Okay, so when you get any email from any link, you should always be fact checking that link, whether this email is from a reputed website, reputed organization, is this email safe or this link safe, and be wary of unexpected attachment requests for sensitive information. Okay, so this was all in this video. If you are new to my channel, Code Namaste Extra, please like, share, and subscribe. Until then, take care and bye bye.